Hello guys, this is part 2, lesson water on earth, part 2. So please open your books with me, your workbooks, and concentrate together please. Our lesson today about the water cycle, water can take the form of liquid, gas, or solid. So there are three forms of water. These forms are liquid, gas, or solid. Liquid, gas, or solid. Okay? The three forms of water: liquid, gas, or solid. Okay? We can see the form of solid in snow and ice. We can see the form of solid in snow and ice. But liquid water in rain, or water in lakes and rivers. So ice and snow are solid water, but rain and lakes are liquid water. Okay, so there are three forms of water: liquid, gas, and soil. Okay, in its solid form, water is snow and ice, but liquid water is rain or water found in lakes and rivers. What about water vapor? Water vapor is an invisible form of water in the air. And invisible means you cannot see it. So water vapor is an invisible form of water in the air. Water vapor. If I ask you, define water vapor, you can tell me water vapor is an invisible form of water in the air. It means that I can't see the water vapor in air. Okay, invisible form. Invisible form cannot see this form. Okay, this is solid or liquid or gas form. This is gas form of water. Okay, gas form. So water vapor is an invisible form of water in the air. Okay, what happens if we heat water? Water is always moving. Water is always moving. And when water on Earth's surface heats up, when we heat water, what can we see? Water evaporates. If we heat water, water evaporates. Evaporate means turn from liquid into vapor. Turn from liquid into vapor. So evaporate, turn from liquid into vapor. If we heat water, water evaporates, turns from liquid into vapor, and vapor means steam. Excuse me, vapor means steam. So if we heat water, water evaporates and turns into water vapor. It then rises from earth into the atmosphere. Water rises. Okay, after water evaporates, it rises from earth into the atmosphere when it cools down. So if we heat water, water evaporates and turns into water vapor, and it rises from earth into the atmosphere. When it cools down, it changes from water vapor to liquid. Okay, so when it cools down, what happened? It changes from water vapor to liquid. Okay, what droplets? What is droplet? Droplet means drops. Okay, drops of water. Droplets of water form clouds. Droplets of water form what? Form clouds. Okay, so droplets form what? Droplets form clouds. Okay, and when these drops collected together and get heavier, these droplets fall to earth as precipitation. So if I ask you, droplets form what? Droplets form clouds. Okay, droplets means small drops of water, and when these droplets form clouds, they get heavier. These droplets fall to earth as precipitation. Okay, so droplets form what? Form clouds. And when they get heavier, they fall to earth as precipitation. Okay, and if I ask you, droplets of water form precipitation, is this true? No, because droplets of water form clouds, not precipitation. But when they get heavier, they fall to earth and we can see precipitation. This process of evaporation and precipitation is called the water cycle. This is the water cycle, okay? So if I ask you what is the water cycle, you can tell me water cycle means that the circulation of water from Earth surface to the atmosphere and back. Circulation means moving in a circle way, okay? So water cycle is the circulation of water from Earth's surface to the atmosphere and back, okay? And circulation starts from if we heat water, okay? This is the meaning of water cycle, the circulation of water from Earth's surface to the atmosphere and back. Okay? Some precipitation is absorbed. What's meant by absorbed into the soil? Absorbed is taken into the soil. Some precipitation is absorbed, taken into the soil as groundwater. And the rest water flows into streams, rivers, and oceans. Okay, so some precipitation is absorbed where into soil as groundwater, but the rest water flows into streams. Streams means narrow rivers, flows into rivers and flows into oceans. Okay, so some precipitation is absorbed where? Into the soil as groundwater, but the rest flows into streams, rivers, and oceans. Okay, let's move to the last point in our lesson today, the problems of water. What are the problems of water? Water and people. Problems with water include shortages, pollution. Number 3, flooding. So if I ask you what are the problems of water, you can tell me shortages. Shortages means lack of water. We cannot find water. Shortages, okay? Lack of water. What about pollution? Pollution means dirtiness, okay? Dirtiness. And the last one, flooding. Flooding means water that is too high for the land. Water that is too high for the land. This is the meaning of flooding. Water that is too high for the land. Shortages are caused by overuse and by drought. So the causes of shortages, the overuse of water. Overuse of water means use too much of water. Use too much of water. And what about drought? Drought means little or no precipitation for a long time. Little or no precipitation for a long time. This is the meaning of drought. So drought is a long period of lower than normal precipitation. Or you can tell me the other meaning, little or no precipitation for a long time. Okay? So drought means little or no precipitation for a long time. Little or no precipitation for a long time. This is the meaning of drought. Little or no precipitation for a long time. This is drought, okay? So, when there is little or no precipitation for a long time, this is drought. Chemicals and waste can pollute water. Chemicals and waste can pollute water, okay? And heavy rains can cause flooding. Heavy rains can cause flooding, okay? The last point in our lesson, water quenches. Water quenches, these are the benefits of the water. What are the benefits of water? Water quenches our thirst. What is quench? Quench means satisfy our thirst. Water satisfies our thirst, or water quenches, water quenches, water quenches. Water quenches our thirst and allows us to have food to eat, allows us to have what? To have food to eat. So, number one of from the benefits of water, water quenches our thirst. Water quenches our thirst and allows us to have food to eat. And number two, flowing water is an important source of energy. Flowing water. Flowing water is an important source of energy. Water also, number three, water also provides recreation. Okay, recreation, making our lives richer and more enjoyable. Okay, so water also provides what? Provides recreation, provides making our lives richer and more enjoyable. Okay, these are the benefits of water. Number one, water quenches our thirst. Water quenches our thirst. Water quenches our thirst and allows us to have food to eat. Water quenches our thirst and allows us to have food to eat. Number two, flowing water is an important source of energy. Flowing water is an important source of energy. And number three, water also provides recreation, making our lives richer. Okay, recreation means making our lives richer and more enjoyable. So water also provides recreation, and recreation means making our lives richer and more enjoyable. And water is essential for life on earth. We cannot live without water. Okay, guys, thank you and goodbye.